Hey everybody. So a little update on the motorcycle. I took it last time I took it out, the battery was dead, so I had a funny video of me pop starting it and jump starting it off the car. So check it out. I plugged it into the battery charger, and as you can see right there, the light turned green. So there's hope yet. I believe that the battery actually took a charge. So we're going to try that out here in a little bit. First thing I want to do though is spray a little bit of lube on the chain. It felt a little tight when I was riding it last, so I think that'll help it out a little bit. Let me pop this camera down real quick. I'm going to put the motorcycle up on its center stand, so the rear tire is free to move around. So let's do that. A little bit tricky to do this center stand. There you go. There she be. So I bought some, here we go. I bought this product from the actual you know, the Honda dealership. I went there, you know, Pro Honda. Chain Lube with Molly is the product here we're dealing with. They had two different products. They had a Chain Lube with I think it was lithium, and they had a Chain Lube with this Molly. So I asked the guy at the dealership, and one of the old timers there just said Molly. I said okay. I have a tendency to trust the old timers. So anyhow, just a little simple piece of pine straw, and I just kind of stick it in here a little bit. That just gives me an indicator of where it's at, basically. So when I go ahead and start, I just take my hand, start turning the tire like this. You can see that piece of straw will go around and kind of let me know when I've gone around a whole rotation. Is basically what we're doing here. So let me set this guy up real quick. Get a nice view of this so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. I'm going to shake it up pretty good. I am going to use the straw. Obviously the straw will make it a little more directional. I mentioned in one of my videos, you know, I mean, this stuff is it's not designed to just like run and drip off. It's actually a little bit sticky. So when you spray it on here, it, you know, wants to stay, and that's what you want. Now, in the past, when I've sprayed it on there without the straw, I mean, you can see I've got it all over here. I've got it all over here. So, and this stuff, you know, it kind of sticks around. So it's a little bit gnarly, if you will. So you want to be a little bit cautious with this stuff. You just don't want to be spraying it all over the place, getting it all over. It just makes a big mess is what it does. So you want it pretty much focused right on the chain and in the link area and stuff, so everything moves real freely and stuff. So I'm going to shake this up a little bit, and we'll get to spraying. All right. I think it's enough shaking. Check out my spray pattern there. Yeah, so this is working pretty good. Just Keep that tire going a little bit. Nice pace. Keep an eye out for that piece of pine straw coming back around. You can see that stuff just really kind of sticking on there pretty good. Should become a little bit obvious when I'm coming around. There we go. And I could clearly see that stuff on there. So you can see how sticky it is, kind of. So this is the product I got. It seems like it's a good one. With this bike, you know, it's cost me more, like I said, for insurance than anything else on the bike. So when it comes to maintaining this bike, I get exactly what I usually just go with. Honda products, basically. I go to the dealership and I get the exact product that they recommend. Honda in particular, they make good products, so I usually go with what they recommend. So check that stuff out. All right, got the chain all good to go. I'm going to let's go ahead and turn this guy this way. Back around. I'm gonna go ahead and put my chest strap on. I've got a chest mount for the GoPro, so this will be a little bumbly. Actually, I'm just gonna pause it for a second, transfer the camera over to my chest mount, which is this deal, you know. This kind of goes around you, and then I'll be right back. All right, I am back. So the $1,000,000 question is, did the battery take the charge? So we will shortly find out. Push this off the center stand. There we go. My center stand always wants to hang down there. All right. Let's see what this girl does. Oh, might have to get the keys for the bike. That might help. Just maybe. Might help a little bit. All right. The weather's about perfect out here today, though. All right, got my keys. Already starting to get some leaves falling. Try to keep them out of my trunk if I can. All right. What's the good news, battery? Let me choke it a little bit. A little bit of fuel. I'm gonna. Look at that. Maybe the battery will survive. I guess that goes to show you how important those battery chargers are. I really thought that this battery was just dead. And here I put a charger on it and it perks it right back up. So let's take her for a little ride and feel how the chain feels, and see what the traffic situation's like out there. Let's go for a little cruise through the country. also want to check the oil when I get back. Make sure that it's not a little low.
through traffic. I'm in trouble. Better get out of here before they call the cops on me. You don't see those old cemeteries like that anymore.
Well, all right. That was good. Bike rode really smooth, so that chain wax really helped. I'm curious about the battery though, so let's see if it starts back up. There we go. All right, so that's happy. That's happiness. Maybe the battery will give me another year. Who knows though? Keep it on the charger. Might give me a couple more years. So, I always kind of fine-tuning this thing. I always gotta listen to it a little bit. This bike, probably all bikes are the same, but I can tell when the tire pressure is a little low on the front because it just doesn't turn real smooth. It's kind of a little bit tougher to turn. So, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna check the oil. Hi, Tracy. Let's get a rag. Check the oil. Thing about the oil I can never remember is do you check it when it's straight up and down or when it's on its side? So again, refer to the owner's manual on this stuff. Let's see here. Let's just go back here. Oil change. I forget exactly where that's at in here. Maintenance. Let's go to 3. There we go. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance. Oil level inspection. Turn off the engine and support the motorcycle on its side stand. Remove the oil level dipstick, wipe it clean. Hold the motorcycle in an upright position. Reinstall the oil level dipstick, but do not screw it in. Remove the oil level dipstick and check the oil level. Alright, so it's got to be in an upright position and you do not screw the dipstick in. That's what I always forget. So let's check our oil. There's upright position. A little bit warm down there, but not too bad. Alright, so let's get that nice and clean. We'll put this back in here, but we will not screw it back in. We'll pull it up here. Let's see if you guys can see that there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Looks a little low to me. Looks like it's like halfway there. So I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. Top her off. But it doesn't need much. So let's go with clean rag. Actually, this rag's pretty clean here. We will get our funnel, little funnel, and a little bit of this stuff right there. Again, I'm using Honda products. I talked to a mechanic once that worked at a Honda motorcycle dealership. And I asked him about this stuff. He said that the GN4, this Honda oil here, he says that it's a really fine product. That's what he said. He said it's a really fine product. Honda makes really good products. But he also said that their stuff's a little expensive. So if you have the knowledge and you trust other products, I would say go for it. I myself, I've owned this particular motorcycle for, geez, I guess it's 19 years now. Getting close to 20 years. All right, let's see what we're working with here. And I think there was one time that I put like Castrol in there. Well, that seems a little low now. Let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna screw it in. So I kind of had a feeling it was a little low. Yeah. So let's put some oil in here. My dad had a theory about oil that the best of the oil is what is last to come out when you're pouring it like this, because it's what's sticking to the rest of it was maybe a little bit separated, a little bit thinner, and came out immediately. The stuff that's left to the last is like the very best of the oil. So he always would wait and let that stuff all drip out of there and utilize up all that last little goodness of it. Huh. Oh, well, alright, well, you guys get the gist. I'm going to keep adding oil until this gets filled up, and then we'll be good. But thanks for joining me today with a little bit of motorcycle maintenance. And I got to keep track of that stuff. So let's see here. Let's give her one last little check here. Hopefully I didn't overfill it. Oh boy, that looks pretty good. Might need a little bit more. So, like I said, you've got to center this thing up and not screw it in. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna put a little bit more in there, but I think I'm pretty close on this. But you gotta listen to the bike. Always gotta listen to the bike. I'm gonna dump some of this oil in this can here. Make it a little easier for me to pour it. If I don't dump it all over the place, that is. That would be terrible. Alright, a little bit in there. Okay. Cap this back up because I know I'm going to kick it over. I'm good for that. Alright, let's put just another little bit in here. Let's go with that right there. I think that should be good. I'd rather go back and forth like this 10 times than overfill it. So it can be a little tedious at times. Adding a little bit and being like, oh dang. So, well, I still think it needs a little bit more. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this just up on the center stand. I won't have to go back and forth then. It's just hot and I gotta watch that exhaust pipe. There we go. Let's see what she'll do here. Let's put in about that much. That seemed about right. Felt good. All right. Did I put too much in there? May have went a little too far on that one. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think I'm gonna leave that be. All right, well there you go. A little bit of chain maintenance. Topped off the oil. And mostly it was low because I changed that filter. The filter sucked up a little bit of extra because I couldn't fill it the whole way up. So that's pretty normal. But motorcycles, you have to listen to them. That one talks to me quite a bit because I've had it for so long. I know that thing really well. And that's very helpful to get to know a vehicle like that. They'll talk to you a little bit. They'll let you know when something's going wrong and you gotta stay on top of it. So, and I enjoy that kind of stuff, especially with the motorcycle. It's pretty simple. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I appreciate the viewership. So this guy here, over here, this pressure washer, wouldn't run for me the other day. So I started to take it apart and clean the carb a little bit, hoping that I could get it to go without taking the carb completely off, but it looks like I'm gonna have to probably go ahead and pull the carburetor off of this and soak it in a bath. I lent this to somebody and they used just regular gas in it, and I didn't even think anything about it, and then when I went to use it, the gas had already turned and went bad. So I only ever use non-ethanol gas in my small motors. Yeah, that's what happens though when you loan stuff away, you know. People just don't want to believe you when you say only use non-ethanol, or they just don't want to go through the trouble of getting non-ethanol gas, even though you're doing them a favor and loaning it to them. So now I have to tear this thing apart and get it fixed up for myself, but that's okay. It's older and it probably needs it anyhow, so I just really wanted to use it the other day, but I couldn't. But this will be a video coming up shortly. I'm going to buy an ultrasonic cleaner. I'm going to take the carburetor off and soak it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and that'll be a pretty cool video, probably. I watch a lot of videos like that on YouTube, and one of the reasons I got started making videos. So that should be a pretty cool one. And then another thing is this car here, I'm going to take it out of the garage and park it on the side here, side of my house with a cover on it for the winter, so I can take the 68 and bring it in the garage so I can start working on it. I've got a lot of things I want to do to this car, including addressing this little bit of scuffage and body work it needs there and stuff. That's just really a bad looking thing on the car. And so I'm going to go over the paint and try to you know, fix a couple of the areas up that need addressed, and see what I can do with it before I take it to a paint and body shop. I don't really want to get the car, you know, if you were to do it right, you take it somewhere, they would completely strip all the paint off of that thing. And I do not want to do that. I do not want to get, you know, people tell me it costs, like, if you really want to get it done right, they strip it down, repaint it and all that. They're saying like $20,000. And I think, my God, you can buy the whole car for $20,000. Like a nice one of those. So I do not, I repeat, do not want to spend no $20,000 getting that car painted. I don't even want to spend 10. Like my budget at most would be like 8. And I think that's plenty of money to get painted. But I'm not a car guy, I mean a paint guy, so you apparently can only do like 3 paint jobs on a car before all the paint needs to come back off, or it just won't work. So all right, everybody, well, let me plug this motorcycle back into the battery charger so the battery doesn't die again. And thanks again, everybody, for watching. Like I said, I'm gonna make a video shortly of clean the carburetor out on that pressure washer, try to get that running again. And yeah, so hope everybody's doing well, taking good care of themselves. I got a new addition here, the old brass hammer. So that's kind of cool. I got a rubber mallet and a brass hammer in case I need to hit stuff and not destroy it. So cool. Well, like I said, treat each other well. Take a moment to uplift each other a little bit, you know. If you get a chance, that's good stuff, you know what I mean, when you're around people that need it and you can provide them with a little bit of an uplift. Just be positive and make a difference in someone's life. And that's I don't think there's anything cooler in this world that you can do than that. So do what you can, people. Be nice to each other. Alrighty, I'm out of here. Later.